Something I'll never forget is when we were at Aubrey's birthday party, and it got to the end, and we were ready to leave. Remember?
Mhm.
And
See if you remember this.
Riley started crying, and Jess said, "Why are you crying?" She was like, "I don't want to leave." And she was like, "Well, it's time to leave." She was like, "No, because I don't want to take Uncle EJ home." And she was like, "Why? He has to go home." She was like, "Yeah, but when he leaves, I don't see him again for a long time."
I know I'll see him again.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Life on EJ. Life on EJ. Yeah, yeah. Life on EJ.
That's it. That's not even big.
I say we're in pretty good shape. You ready to do it? All right. Yo, happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
His birthday was yesterday.
Yeah. What's the name of this podcast?
Podcast.
It's Life on E.
It's Life on E.
What's that?
It's the name of my podcast.
It's about him. It's Life on E. So life according to EJ. His experiences, what he's been through, how he processes things, what he's thinking about, how he manages his stress, his anxiety, so he doesn't pee on the log flume is really what this is about.
Yeah.
But we're not on a log flume.
I don't want to pee on the couch either.
But you could be nervous in a lot of places.
I'm always nervous.
What do you think that is? Why?
Well, I'm nervous when it's like stuff around people. I was nervous on the first day of camp, but now I'm not. Because it's my first ever day doing it, so it's really only the first time.
What makes you nervous? That you don't know these people yet?
Yeah.
And you don't know like what they might say to you, or so you're nervous of the unknown. And so you'll talk about it, push yourself through it.
Yeah.
How do you usually feel when you keep your composure so you don't freak out or cry and you push yourself through it? How do you usually feel on the other side?
Well, I'll try and keep myself calm to not cry, and I'll tuck it in. I'll just say, I'll breathe in and breathe out.
I think that's a really good practice. And
Breathing
then-
techniques, huh?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get through it on the other end, so you didn't freak out, you didn't throw a tantrum, and you get through the thing that's hard, how do you feel on the other side? Like you go through the roller coaster that you were scared of. Or you don't throw a tantrum and you breathe in, breathe out. How do you usually feel after you've done that? Better or worse?
Way better, because I love the roller coaster now.
Yeah. How do you feel when you do throw the tantrum instead? When you say, it was too hard for me, I threw the tantrum. How do you feel after? Better or worse?
Worse.
Yeah. Adults throw tantrums. You know how we do it? It's just like, you know how like kids get punished? What happens to adults? Where do they
We
go?
threw a tantrum on the roller coaster.
Yeah, well, that's different. It's true, though. It's true.
Said, I want to get off. I want to get off.
You did that?
I did. I was processing, man.
Yeah, no, I feel
process
it.
everywhere I go, man. Doesn't matter who's around.
I
Me
didn't
too.
even do that.
part
I
of
said, I'm
adulting.
so excited.
You're a killer on the roller coasters. I actually love it. I was so scared of these coasters. I think we're making a good point. I mean, it's clear what we're doing here. It's like adults get scared too, and we act out. Kids will throw a tantrum, right? What's your name, by the way?
Riley.
Cool. Kids throw a tantrum, and adults do too in their own ways.
Oh, yeah.
And then we end up where? Where do EJ and I, or where do people end up when they throw their adult version of a tantrum?
Jail.
Something like that.
Yep.
Or like a bad place.
Right. Are we around or are we not around?
Not around.
The last time that you, how long is, you've seen EJ lately a lot. How long was it before that? When you didn't see him, about how long?
For me, I feel like it wasn't that long because I knew probably a while before when it happened.
You knew he wasn't around. You're not sure how long it was.
Yeah, and I figured he would just be busy or something because I didn't know. I knew when Mama showed me that video. Well, you did, I think.
I wouldn't have showed you.
Mama shows me everything. That's probably why.
Sure you'd be. And what does that do for you?
Yeah,
She figured you were busy or something.
So, something I'll never forget is when we were at Aubrey's birthday party, and it got to the end, and we were ready to leave. Remember? And
See if you remember this.
Riley started crying, and Jess said, "Why are you crying?" She was like, "I don't want to leave." And she was like, "Well, it's time to leave." She was like, "No, because I don't want to take Uncle EJ home." And she was like, "Why? He has to go home." She was like, "Yeah, but when he leaves, I don't see him again for a long time."
I'll see him again.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I have Riley around every single day. And so I'll think about those type of things. You think about their perspective. I think it's a healthy thing we always do. We talked about it last week. The other person's perspective will keep us in check. Hopefully, especially in the most extreme situations, if we can kind of utilize the same tool. From the kid's perspective, I figured he's just busy or something.
Yeah.
Like for a lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, which like, if we hold our, for me, if I hold myself accountable to that and I can remember that, which is like, it sounds beautiful in theory, but like in practice, it's like, it feels next to impossible. But to practice that every day and to think in terms of the people you care about and what it might do to them has been pretty productive for me.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like what came
Yeah, I hate that shit, you know, because I know it's only my doing. It's like I'm doing that, you know what I mean? Like people miss me.
What do you do with those feelings and thoughts when you are down the way and you are in the mix and there's no changing it right now this minute? Or I guess you could, in theory, like I can go change it right now, but when you're caught up, what do you do with those thoughts?
I don't think about it.
You don't let yourself think about it. So, okay.
I become kind of numb to it. No, numb, but not numb at the same time. Like it's there, and like I think that's what more of a driving force for me to stay down there is, because I think that I'm not going to be able to make it back from it, and I'll never be able to make those things right. You know what I mean? And like that'll keep me out there.
You think that, like, right? She won't appreciate or love me the same way that she did. I've done too much, gone too far.
Sure. Or it's like I just assume that like even if I do make it back, I'll just do it again anyway, and like I don't want to hurt her again.
Like all I am is a guy who I fuck up everything. You're just a fuck up.
Yeah.
That self-talk.
Yep.
Why even try? Like, what am I going to get on my high horse and go try when all I ever do is just the same old thing? And then there's like this PBD thing that I saw that's like, when did you start defining yourself that way? All I am is a guy who's like, maybe that's your track record, right? All I do is get 4 hours of sleep at night until you change it and force yourself to go to sleep earlier, and then you get 7. All I do is this until you decide to change it. But like, yeah, I can identify with that 1,000%.
That's breaking old agreements and creating new ones. You know what I mean? Like those agreements are made because like my track record shows that I fuck up. So like I already think that I fuck up, and then I'm cursing.
She's a normal thing. She's so used to it. One of my defects.
I told her we don't curse on the air.
Are we on camera?
Nah, we're just having a conversation.
I told her we don't curse on the air. But what happens is I mess up so many times, so like I start to believe it, and then I'll have other people say like, "Yo, you're just a fuck up." You know what I mean? And that further cements that agreement in my own head.
Right.
So then it makes me believe that that's what I am.
Somebody really, really close to me and important to me said to me one time, he's like, dude, I don't know what you're not, kind of like, these are my words, right? But it's like, you're not like a business. I don't know what you think you are. But really what you are is you have these like short spurts of like doing good, but then you always just go back to being like, you're a fuck up who does all right sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. But it's kind of like, then I sit and think about it because the person I'm speaking to, it matters to me, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm defining myself that way because of my actions.
Yep.
And yo, the reason it hits so hard, the stuff that hits you, if I'm like, dude, your hair is brown, you'd be like, what are you, an idiot? Because it doesn't matter to you.
Because there's no truth to it.
Right. So I sit there, I'm like, fuck, is this true? And am I allowing this? And like, are you willing to accept that?
Yep.
And this is what we do in sales too. It's like, no. And then the salesperson would say to me, you would say to me like, why not? It's like, because, man, like everything I ever thought that I wanted to be, who I want to be, how I see myself, it's not that. It's like, yeah, but to make the correction, you got to make change, and it's going to be hard, so why do it? And it's like, because that's not acceptable for me, and I can't find a better way to live in this life, like congruently with who I am, unless I'm going for what I'm supposed to be. And then a guy like you would be like, well, then what's the best fucking...
Truth hurts, man.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? The truth hurts. Like now, like if there's no truth to something, like it won't even faze me. Yo, it's funny that we're talking about this. So I woke up this morning and like I always check my notifications, and I had this notification. Somebody commented on my one of my videos, the one where I was sleeping on the sidewalk, and she was like, I was out on Kensington Ave for 3 years and I might have seen you once. Don't you think you're exaggerating your use a little bit? And like I laughed.
Oh my, yeah.
I laughed because like, what am I supposed to do? Respond to that? Because like everybody who knows me knows that like I was stuck there.
Yeah, I'm not here to big you
Yeah,
up when I say
yeah.
like you were the worst.
Yeah, I was stuck there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So like what? I'm going to feed into somebody trolling on Instagram that I know that there's no truth
So
to
they
it?
think you're using it as a cool factor.
A cool
It's
thing
actually like,
to gain followers.
let's like flip that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that was just a horrible reality, and here's a picture of it.
Yeah.
Let's hope I was only sleeping out there one time. Yeah, no, you're not gassing something up for notoriety.
No.
That's what your life was.
Nah, more so like what my intention of all that isn't to make me look cool, because nothing about that looks cool. Nothing about me sleeping on a sidewalk looks cool, right? But what I'm trying to do is shed light to the people that are out there sleeping on the sidewalk every night. You know what I mean? Who think that they're never going to be able to make it out of it.
Yeah.
Who think that they're just stuck like that forever, and show them that there is hope.
Yeah.
Give them inspiration, give them motivation that like, yo, there is a way out. That's why I do that. I don't do it for clout. I don't do it for followers or do it for like the, ooh, look at me. I guess I do it for followers, because the more followers I have, the more it'll get out there and the more people that will see it and the more people it will help.
Your story's definitely real, and what better way than to turn this thing around than to like for it to not be in vain, which is to let people see your message. And just for somebody like that who says stuff like that, let's talk about how it was. You were out there for 4 years.
Yeah.
So Riley and I, we were on our way in here today, and I said to you, what's something that you used to be able to do with Uncle EJ that when he was gone you couldn't do with him, that you're excited about now? Do you remember what your answer was?
I couldn't decorate the Christmas tree with him on that Christmas.
Why? What have you guys done in the past?
He would always pick me up and help me put those, what are they called again?
What, like the tree topper?
No, like, yeah.
The
this-
Christmas balls.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
the
Is I've had to
Christmas
pick Uncle
balls.
EJ up to get the thing on
Yeah.
top of the tree.
What? Why don't you just do it?
I didn't expect that answer though.
Yeah.
And then I said, what else? What else did you guys used to do?
Nifty 50s.
Yeah. That was a thing. Because in the house there's a picture on the wall, and it was, I think there's a picture you guys took of Riley and Mom.
Yeah, drinking out of one smooth, too strong.
And so then you're gone 4 years. You come home. We're talking about maybe a few months ago. And one of the first things that you do is after the party that you talked about is you make the plans to go to Nifty 50s, and you guys went, right? And I didn't know this, but did you retake the picture?
I
Or was
think
that
so.
something that they did?
You did it.
We took it, right.
It was a different time with us.
So you guys got to go again? How was that?
It was nice.
How was the food?
Horrible.
I feel you.
It was horrible, wasn't it?
Honestly,
you guys were doing was
I had something to do.
complaining after.
That wasn't my trip to attend anyway.
Yeah.
That's for you guys.
Yeah.
But I was glad I didn't go because that food would have friggin' killed me. I would have been in a coma.
The ice cream was great.
I would have been like EJ after he peeled.
Yeah, after I peeled.
All right, what flavor did you get?
How am I supposed to know? I don't remember. Probably cookie dough.
I think
That
you
is-
did get cookie
She
dough.
does like the cookie
That's
dough.
my favorite.
Those things are too good.
Yeah.
Those things are like addictive good.
Yesterday I got Friendlies.
Did you?
Said that.
We had Friendlies once recently, and like, it didn't do it for me like it used to.
Nah, because I don't think you're 12 anymore. You know what I mean? But
I think you're right.
to kind of...
I feel like every
Go
ice
ahead.
cream tastes the same.
I don't know about all that. I think you're tripping a little bit.
Like
like,
every
you mean
ice
like-
cream place.
What's it called? Moose Tracks?
Yeah, Moose Tracks.
What's that?
That's like the blue one. You think that tastes Monster cookie? Tastes the same as like mint chocolate chip?
No, I don't mean ice cream.
Oh, you mean every ice cream place?
Yeah. Every ice cream place tastes the same.
That's a good point. To kind of touch on what she was talking about, like, so, like, I put a lot of people through shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially like during the holidays and shit. Like, my family, like, looks forward to me being there. Like, I can't tell you, my nephew, bro. Like, when I'm out there doing what I'm doing, bro, he's like not okay. You know what I mean? Like, he goes into school and has panic attacks. You know what I mean? He's fucking 18 years old, has panic attacks. Like, can't.
Yeah.
He's just not okay.
Because you're one of those types, man. People begin to not rely on you, but they get real comfortable in the comfort of having you around.
Yeah.
Because of the person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you unique and special. It's a beautiful thing, except for when you have these extremes. That's what makes this thing so dangerous.
Yeah, I don't like.
Maybe that's why the pits are as bad as they are when you're using.
It keeps me out there. You know what I mean? Rather than it like giving me motivation to stop, it keeps me out there. Because it just makes me feel like shit. And it makes me feel like this is all I deserve.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I do to people, this is what I deserve.
And then, like, you'll have a realization, and then, like, you'll choose to do it again the next
Yeah.
day. And it makes you, like, even more shit. It just feeds on itself.
Yep.
To death.
Yeah.
Because the things that matter.
One time I made that kid, I had to go to the PO, and I was getting high. And I was afraid that I was going to give a hot urine. And I had him piss in, like, a shampoo bottle for me to fucking pass my test at probation. You know what I mean? Like, that's the little shit that I do to him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some people will judge other people for that. Like, you did that? And, like, that's something a long, long time ago. I was like, can't make those judgments. No. There's things that you would choose to do that, for me, I would say are unacceptable, but it doesn't make me better than you, because you could look at my situation and say, how could you, for instance, have so many people that you're accountable to that rely on you, and you just kind of bail on them?
Sure.
And you've done the same thing, and whose is worse? And when you're doing the comparison game, it's like you're just not thinking about anything properly to make the comparison.
I don't play that game.
It's just dark and ugly and scary as shit. Because you have to kind of just like accept the fact that this guy's off the rails. I don't know what's going to happen next. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, can I judge you for that or not? You just protect yourself from it.
Yeah.
You're not allowed around the kid. And imagine, another thing is like when a parent who struggles with the same thing, we struggle from the same thing, and let's say I'm clean and you're not, just as a hypothetical, and I have to disallow you to be around her. It's like, who the fuck are you to do that? You think about all these stupid little things. Yeah. And it's like, if I just start to live right, I won't doubt myself. Because like if you let all, I don't like to act on impulse, do the childish things. No. I have to practice what I preach. Can't tell her to do things if I'm not going to do them myself. I go into Riley all the time and I'll be like, you know what I did today? What did I tell you the other day? Like I went into the gym and I left the car running the whole time. Because I'm always telling her, I'm like, Riley, your head's in space. Because she's a thinker. She's always thinking. I actually love that about her. But sometimes I'm like, Riley, you're standing at the front door, not opening it because you're stuck in thought. Open the damn door. But like when I do the same thing because I'm in space, I always go and tell her, just to like, because I can't just be the one just like, telling someone what to do, what's wrong with them, but then not. And this is me practicing recovery, just being an honest person. She loves that. She loves to hear that stuff, though.
People love, like, people love when I'm around, bro. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I learned is people love being able to celebrate me because of, like, how bad they've seen me do.
Okay, get some water. Come back because I got a couple questions to ask you.
How bad they've seen me do and all of that stuff. Like, a couple weeks ago, I was going up the mountains with my family, and me and my nephew, because he got his license now, we drove by ourselves, and, like, we were just, like, jamming in the car, and, like, he, like, turned the music down at one point, and he was like, yo, I'm so glad you're back, dude. You know?
Yeah. They just want to be around you.
Yeah.
Guys that have girlfriends, partners, guys all say the same shit. Like, I don't know why this girl can stand me. What the hell is it that she loves about me so much? Because literally, a good woman, like, they just want to be around you. Like, when you're doing nothing. And it's like, wow, you're dogs. Dogs, I learned the same thing with dogs. And they just want to be around you. And that's what makes them happy. And I think we need to like realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Because we always feel like we're not enough, dude. But then like when you
Yeah.
realize how much people want to be around, doesn't it make you feel like, holy, it starts to make me realize like, hey, you are enough, bro. I don't know, whatever you're doing to yourself upstairs is crazy because these people want to be around you so much.
People love me, dude. You know, people love me. Like, I got so much love on my birthday yesterday, it wasn't even funny, dude. Text, Facebook posts, everything, you know? Like, people are so many texts said, like, I'm so glad that you're around to celebrate another birthday. Because a lot of people just didn't think that I was going to be. You know what I mean? I didn't think I was going to be. So it's like it's like a fucking blessing. You know what I mean? And I just got to remember this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like when temptation starts to set in and like I start to get the fuck it's like I got to remember like what I've worked so hard for. And I don't mean like...
I need you to boost my posts.
All right, have a seat. I want to talk to you. You've been on camera the whole time.
Oh, I have?
Yes. Sit. That's why I wanted to bring her in, man. It's because we have to remember this stuff. I say that to myself. I need to remember this stuff. But we have the built-in forgetters. There are some slogans, man, that I've actually grabbed that I'm like, yeah, I think I get it now.
Yeah.
Like everyone has said. And so I try to, you
It's
know.
a lot of those cliches.
I was saying there's funny things about people who love you. They just want to be around you when you're doing nothing. Like you just want to be around mommy just because like you love mom, right? And I was like, that's how I feel about. What I realized about our dogs is like Junior and Navy. Like they just want to be around me. They just love me. I could be doing nothing, but that's where they're happy. So happy to just be sitting there doing nothing with us, right? So tell us about your Instagram. What do you got going on?
Well, I do dog tips. I learn to communicate. I learn to teach, and I learn to make short and sweet videos.
You learn how to make content.
Yeah,
Why'd you pick dog stuff?
because I love my dogs, and I just think that would be cool.
Which dog do you like better?
I can't tell you that.
That's a good answer. What can you say?
I can say Navy's the craziest.
Yeah, she is.
So you like Junior more?
Well, no, because
Crazy is a good trait.
Yeah.
I love crazy dogs.
So you like Navy more?
Well, hold on. Right. Let me ask you this: is Navy annoying?
Yes.
Does it mean that
very
you love her any less?
No.
No, she's a pain in the ass. Because like
Yeah.
everybody comes with something.
She always just pulls my hair with her paws and jumps on me, and it's so annoying.
So excited to see you. And I'll be like, Navy, like you're gonna mess up my clothes. And then sometimes when I'm in the right mind, I'm like, this little girl, this little pup, she just wants to say hello, and then she'll calm down. What do you do about giving them equal attention? Because I'll spend time with one, and then I'm like, I have to spend time with the other one too.
So, like, if I'm leaving the house and I want to give the dogs a kiss, I would kiss Junior one time, then Navy one time. So they both get equal kisses.
And then when you give them food or treats, do you give them both a treat so that they both get the same?
No, I would give Navy, like, if I get one treat and it's bigger than the other, I would give Navy the small one and Junior the big one.
Yeah.
Because Navy's smaller than Junior.
You had leftover French toast, and I shouldn't have done this because I'm trying not to feed the dogs human food. Do I do that a lot?
Yes, I don't even eat French toast.
I think it was Mom's French toast. It was left over, and so I ripped it in half, and there was just like a bigger chunk. So I gave that one to Junior. I feel like that made sense, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I would assume the bigger dog eats
What you
more.
do to make it equal, you put your hand in the middle, then put the sausage, whatever you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and like try and put it as equal as you think it, then cut it.
Mm.
Because when you rip it, they're both unequal.
Same size. You know what they call that? I think you'll learn it in math. You already know it, but they'll like teach it to you later. It's called symmetry. When it's
I already learned
symmetrical.
that
You learned that already? That's cool. That's what I try
That's
to do.
why I know about it.
You know what they do with grilled cheese sometimes at the diner that's cool? They'll cut it diagonally. You ever saw
Yeah.
that? What do you like better, diagonal
That's
or
what
down the
Mama
middle?
does.
She does diagonal? She would do that.
She always liked the fancy ways.
Yeah, that is kind of fancy.
You happy that EJ's home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were excited to see me yesterday.
Oh, I was excited.
I forgot about that. She wouldn't let me tell you or let you know that she was excited to say happy birthday. I just couldn't say anything.
Yeah. I went downstairs. I went into VNS, and she like fucking ran around the thing and jumped in my arms.
Yeah.
You know.
What does
You
that feel like?
You made me a nice card too. I taped it to my wall.
You did?
Yeah,
You know what's sweet?
it's on my wall.
The things that that kids will remember, that's a priority to them. She had plenty of stuff to do yesterday, but that was like up front, at the top of her mind. For me, I knew it was your birthday and excited to tell you. But when you like reminded me, when I had first come in, it was just business stuff on my mind. But I knew first thing in the morning that it was your birthday, but I forgot. You reminded me. And it was a cool moment because you got to like see me shocked, surprised, and then I got to embrace it the way I wanted to. But she didn't. She knew for days leading up to it. And it's just a funny thing about kids, man, the stuff that they remember. Like, for what's important to her that day was just happy birthday. How long were you telling me to not let EJ know that you were going to wish him happy birthday when we got here?
Like all day.
Yeah.
Like it started from the morning. I told him not to.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you. That card was nice.
You're welcome. He's the one who reminds me of everything.
You got a special relationship with the kids, man. I noticed that when I got out here in 2020 before I knew you like I do. And I would just watch. And I had just come from where I was having a hard time for a long, long, long while. And I'm like, wow, man, you would just make it a point to do, gifts and stuff. And you were great for that. Kids love you for that. You show up for the holiday in spirit. You'll play around. You put the hat on. But more than that, man, you talk to them, hug them, hold them, play with them. Just that, and they get used to you.
Yeah.
But and then as an adult, dealing with adults, you're a good friend, man. Engaging, fun, good conversations, funny stuff, messing around. People get used to you, man. You should know that. I thought that it was a clever thing. It happened in a moment. I was like, you know what? We were just in the car on the way over here, just talking. I was like,
Yeah, it's a great idea. I like this. She's super excited about it too. You know?
I know. Yo, are you gonna help me make media for JD Rarities, for JDR Sports Cars, for Life On? You gonna help me make this content?
Yeah.
Because you have the short and sweet vibe that I don't. Am I short and sweet or am I too long?
I don't even watch a second of video.
That's kind of
That's
what
messed up.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
kind of
I
what I'm
just
noticing.
scroll.
That's what Ryan over there in the corner says. It's a little bit long, buddy.
Too long, buddy.
Takes me an hour to tell you my name.
Yeah. Mine used to be too long too. It's all right. We learn.
But we appreciate your help, and I don't know if you know it or not, but you're doing a lot for Uncle EJ just by letting him know your thoughts, the way you feel about him, the way you were thinking when he wasn't around. Is there anything particular that you could think of that you want to say to him, or just say in general?
I love you.
Love you too.
I love you too. All right, so when we started in 2020, we sat at the dinner table when we were down the shore. Is that what you guys say out here? Down shore?
Down the
You just
shore.
cut out a lot of words. Down shore?
Nah, down the shore.
Down the shore.
Yeah, we're down the shore.
All right, we were down the shore, and I asked you a couple of questions because we were dialing in
Yeah.
the direction we were going, and it was the best moments of our lives. And then you got to do course correction along the way, and obviously you and I still had growth to do in that area. But I think we started off exactly right.
Yeah.
And now we're right back on the track. So I want to pick up where we left off on that. But it was about questions about kind of like where we're headed to help us realize where we want to go. Say it out loud, make it materialize. There's so much stuff here just to preempt the whole thing. No, you can, if you want, you can hang out or you can go in there, see the other guys, whatever you want to do. No worries, all right? Thank you. We love you.
Take the mic off.
Bye.
It's a nice shirt, man. You got any gold?
No.
Should I set the frame for this?
Do it however you want to do it, man.
The perfect choice doesn't exist. The truth in life is that we all make choices we end up regretting. It's called failure. And failure can be a good thing because it teaches us how to be better. But as we grow older, our goal should be to minimize the number of failures that lead to regret. Reflection. Pain plus reflection equals progress. Real quick, I read a book by Ray Dalio. He's a Long Island guy. He built the biggest, strongest, most successful hedge fund in history. Bridgewater is the name of his company. And he used to boil things down to principles, stuff where he can say, I've been here before. And he would boil it down to principles that he can then just follow and say, oh, this situation I'm in is another one of these. He would reference his principles list. One of his best principles, he has life and work. The book, Principles, is life and work. So good. There's 2 bookmarks in there. You can literally be reading both at the same time. It's unbelievable. Pain plus reflection equals progress. So that way we know, like, I've been here before. I know the choices I made. I mean, and I know that I'm not going to do it again because people don't know how to reflect, nor is it important to them. This is for people that care about getting where they want to go. You know? In the end, we are our choices. Build yourself a great story. Bunch of questions here. How will you use your gifts? What are some of your gifts?
I think the biggest gift that I have is my ability to articulate my words, my ability to put compassion inside of a message, my ability I can read a room, but also I can control a room as well. Not in a manipulating way, but like, you know, when I'm talking, people listen. You know what I mean?
That was great. How will you use your gifts?
Exactly how I'm doing it right now. So I speak at a lot of AA meetings. I plan to, at some point, I'm going to start going down the way, handing out food, talking to people down there, trying to get people help. I'm going to continue to do this podcast. Hopefully, one day it turns into a huge, huge, huge platform, and I get to do interviews and talk to people, and the message just gets out there, and a lot of people see it.
We have an interview set up with a new client, by the way, whose history is going. He would go down the way. He'd give out blankets. I want to kind of process that with him. I want to pull that out of him and see, like, what was his thought process? What made him get into that? Why was it so important to him? All these things. And you and I are going to sit and just have a discussion
Yeah,
with
I'm
this guy.
excited about that.
Me too.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere, man. It's awesome because these 2 things are so far apart. Precious metals investors, people that are storing wealth for the future, and then this aspect of things. And we get to bridge those 2. I think it'll be cool. How will you use your gifts for what we're doing right now? What choices will you make?
As far as what?
Right. It's just a very general question. What choices will you make, man?
I mean, the first choice, the most important choice that I have to make on a daily basis is not pick up a drink or a drug. The next couple of ones that are important are by no means and at no point do I ever start doing steroids again. That is an absolute no. At no point do I ever allow a toxic relationship that can threaten what I'm doing into my life. And I just have to, like, keep doing the things that I'm doing that work for me. Like, I need to keep going to meetings. My meeting attendance, it's not that it's gone down. Like, I go to like 3 meetings a week, but I make sure that I'm getting the most out of them that I can. You know what I mean? Like, I do this thing where every meeting that I'm in, I share, no matter what. Because what it allows me to do is it allows me to meet more people. More people hear my voice, more people hear what I have to say, and it attracts them to me. And I meet more people, my network gets bigger. And I can put my hand out to more people to help them.
What a better place to build a network than where you were for 4 years building.
Yeah.
The choices I'll make are the ones that are the what? The choices that I make are the ones that are the
ones that are the healthiest for me.
Yeah.
The ones that are in the best interest of the people around me, you know? And those 2 things kind of coincide. Like, if it's the healthiest choice for me, then chances are it's the best choice for the people around me as well.
Will inertia be your guide, or will you follow your passions?
Follow my passions.
It's hard.
Yeah.
The way I feel right now makes me want to go and do this. I'm kind of like already in motion. Let me go do that. Or, no, I know that what I want is X, Y, and Z.
So it's easy to, things don't always materialize so quickly, right? Like, they take work. And like, I could be passionate about something today, and lose passion for it very quickly if it doesn't materialize as quickly as I want it to.
Yeah.
So what I try to do is I have this picture in my head of where I want to be, and I don't forget that. And I know what things are necessary in order for me to get there. Like, I want this platform to be bigger than I could even imagine, right? And you know, like it's not getting there quickly.
What happens if you gain 6 followers in a day? Frustrates you?
No, because it's 6 more followers than I had yesterday.
Okay, so perspective shift on that.
Because I was just talking to Ryan about this earlier, and I was like, yo, like we're literally building this from the ground up, right? Like we started at 0. We started at 0 followers about a month and a half ago, and we're about to hit 1,000. That's a big milestone for me. Like I take a lot of pride in it, and it's very, very, very important to me. Like this media thing, I'll cry because like that's how important it is to me. I put a lot of effort into it. It just means a lot to me.
What do you do it for?
I do it for myself. I do it for the people around me because it makes them proud. And I do it because I know that there's so many people in the world that are going through what I went through at one point, and they just need motivation, they need hope, they need inspiration, they need to know that like they're not alone. You know what I mean? And like I promise you, you're not alone. I promise you that like I have went through anything that you're going through, and you can make it out of it, bro.
Yeah. I sent a text to the new guys this morning. I have a group chat with them. I know they get frustrated. I'm gonna help. I just want to bring something to life for you to realize too, man. Is that as like a team leader and a manager, everybody feels like I want this thing to get where I want it to go, and I want it now. Right? That's us. Like in our kind of like, that's normal for people. I call it the childish ways. That's what I tell myself, to just expect the result right away. Yeah. And I watch guys that are younger. They don't have that bandwidth. That muscle hasn't built yet. They need it right now. They feel like they're failing very, very quickly because we have lack of self-confidence, self-doubt, just doubt about everything around us. That's like the wrong way to think, but most people are wired that way. If you're teaching people to hold out, to not want it right now, you're teaching them how to like be patient. Let things materialize. Let the universe bring it to you the way it should. I told the new account openers because they're brand new at this thing that we do. And I said, the way I said it to them was, if you're feeling frustrated right now, remember where you were a year ago. But sit and think about it for like 30 seconds or 60 seconds where you were a year ago. A couple of those guys were like, dude, that message this morning was big for me because like a year ago, like I was unemployed or I was this or I was that. And think in terms of that. And how do you feel about your situation now? So I reframe it. I just reframe. I need to do it with myself. I do it with them. And you just did it. You're like, I know that I'm the guy that gets frustrated when I don't have it right away. But I just remember what I do it for and so on and so forth.
A year ago today, it was my birthday. Well, yesterday. And I was living in Kensington. It was hot as shit. I was walking around with no shirt on. I hadn't showered in months. I was covered in sweat. I was walking around with 2 big-ass trash bags that I had to lug around in the heat all day because I didn't want somebody to steal my stuff. And my sister and my nephew had to come around and find me so that they could give me cupcakes for my birthday. And I'm not there anymore.
How do you feel about not having 1 million followers yet? Right?
We'll get there.
Yeah. Well, man. Will you choose a life of ease or a life of service and adventure?
Service and adventure.
Why?
It's more fulfillment.
What's a life of ease?
A life of ease is what I did the last time that I was working here. I took the easy way. I looked for the big hits, and I took the easiest way possible so that I didn't have to work. I didn't have to put effort into it. And I did the same thing with my recovery, and that's why I drank again.
What does service and adventure look like?
service and adventure looks like, well, there's a lot of different areas. So I'll start with the most important one. My recovery, what it looks like is when somebody calls me for help, I'm there. No matter what, no matter how much I don't want to do it, I'm there. Somebody asks me to speak at a meeting, I'm there. Somebody asks me to sponsor them, I do it. Somebody asks me for guidance, I give it to them. As long as I have it, I give them the best that I have.
And what about the adventure part?
This is my adventure.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so like there's adventure in so many ways in my work. I have this adventure, which is the most exciting one for me. My work adventure is like we're building a brand new business all over again in a couple different ways, and like I get to be a pillar of that. I get to show that these new guys that like this is possible, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing that I get out of recovery. I get to show a new guy that this is possible.
And the service, there's a million ways to look at it. Like you said, one of the ways I look at it is the service is to show them the right way to go about doing things, which is the hard way. The way where you have to study, you have to learn, you have to get better because you can't go for the easy hits. The adventure is, let's go down this road, shoulder this responsibility and this accountability and these tasks, and like let's go through the adventure of this self-growth and discovery, because you're always going to be met with the perfect challenge for you. And you could bail. We could cry and not go on the roller coaster, or we can push through it, talk ourselves through it, go on it, get the reward on the other side. And like, to me, the way I look at it, like that's the adventure.
Yeah.
Will you wilt under criticism, or will you follow your convictions?
If I am wilting under criticism, I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna drink. Like that's letting outside influences bury me. It's not. I'm not built like that, bro. Like when the word conviction, I think that I have more conviction than anybody that I know about the things that like I feel strongly about.
I think if it's a dangerous thing, because I agree with you, knowing you a bit, if it's dangerous, and it can look pretty damn, cool too sometimes to like go the wrong route.
Yeah.
But until you get older and you realize like, I'm cratering my life.
Yeah. I don't really have time for that anymore.
Why?
I don't want to say I wasted so much time, because the time wasn't wasted. There were so many lessons in all of that stuff that I went through that were necessary for me to arrive at the place that I'm at. So like, I don't say that I wasted those years, but like there were so many years that were spent me doing things that like I could have been doing so much better. Granted, I had to go through those things. That's fine. But now I don't have to go through those things anymore, because the lessons have already been learned. You know what I mean? All of those things happened already. I don't need to do it again in order to get more evidence.
Yeah.
Like, I know what happens if I pick up a drink.
It's a
I know what happens if I go down the road of a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
I know what happens if I go to the gym and I start shooting steroids.
Yeah.
Like, I know where all of these paths lead me.
And it's not endearing or cute anymore. It's a cop-out.
No.
It's like, there you go, scared to keep going because of the challenges that you don't want to face. Maybe you don't want to challenge yourself. Maybe you don't want to learn something new. Maybe you know the kind of work that's required.
Yeah.
The way you're framing it in your head is a way where like you're scared of it, you're not willing to do it, you know you don't want to, and so you bail. Go over here and just muddy the waters with all of this debauchery and nonsense. And you still have a story to tell about all the hard stuff you're going through. The baby version of us that does that shit.
I take pride in being intelligent, right? And like what sucks is like I do all of those things and I'm always the last one to realize that like this is going to take me down the wrong path, right? Like I start shooting steroids and everybody around me knows that like, oh, here he goes. And I'm in denial. Like, nah, it's not going to happen this time. You know what I mean? Until it does.
Because you're like, yeah, you just assessed me and said, because of this one thing, you know exactly where I'm going to lead. And like a man is going to be offended by that. Like, who are you to say where it's going to end for me? Until we have the humility to say, yo, because like me, I can accomplish a lot of things. I got a great mentality, very strong, very convicted. There's just certain things I can't do. But if you were telling me, Jonathan, this is where this ends, like I wasn't ready to accept that yet until I'm like, fuck.
Until you touch the stove 10 times.
Dying, man. Yeah.
Shit fucking burns, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
You know what I mean? It burns,
Nobody
bro.
that thinks it's cute. And also, my soul is getting eaten alive. A piece of my heart gets left on that street every time. I'm further away from my goals, losing my momentum, not holding out through harder things, having the courage to stick it out the way I know I'm supposed to, in the dark. You know, like in the dark, like when no one's looking. I know what I'm supposed to do right now. And every time I do the opposite, I leave a piece of my heart on the table. And it's like, I can't get too disconnected from self and what I know I'm supposed to do. And so it's like, it hurts, man.
Those streets have taken so much from me, bro. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Like every single time that I go back to them streets thinking that it's going to be better, it gets worse, bro. And it takes more from me every single time. Those streets have taken my best of friends, bro.
Yeah.
Like taking them. They're gone. They're not coming back, bro.
I see people that put everything they got on the table in their business, in all these different areas of life. And when you see them 5 years later, kind of any industry, let's say they're an actor or an actress, say they're an athlete, let's say that they're running a business, you'll see them like 5-6 years later once you get into like your 30s and stuff, and like they're worn. I don't want to say they're worse for the wear, but you could tell. And it's like, if you're going to sacrifice that aging or that stress, like what are you going to give it to? Something noble and worthy? Your dream, the best version of yourself, or something like that? Like look what we gave to. Like I'm one thing for me, I'm a little bit more careful about who and what I give myself to. Because time, I'm starting to realize another one of those funny little things people say is the most valuable commodity. I'm a gold guy, right? I love these commodities, things that are scarce, that you cannot get an unlimited amount of, right? Imagine it didn't say got gold, it said like got time. Because it's like, and I don't want to waste people's time. I don't. I tell them that when I get on the phone with them. But also, I don't have the time to give my heart and soul. And I'm a passionate guy to things that don't give anything back. And it's like, I didn't care for a while because I didn't care enough about myself.
Sure.
Can you relate?
Cannot. Imagine if the shirt said got life. You know what I mean? Because like, there's so many people that don't have life anymore because they went down that road that we went down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they went down that road and they just didn't make it back. You know? Like we make it back so many times and we just throw it away, throw it away, throw it away.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. Like it means fucking nothing.
Yep. I've been doing this since I was a fucking kid, man.
Dude.
I saved up for this bike when my mom taught me how to save like $10 at a time. This is like my strategy with guys that want to build wealth. You could buy something like gold, put the gold away. It's not cash anymore, so you won't spend it because they think you have to have 50 or 100 grand to buy metals. This isn't a metals thing, but that's what they think. Use my mom's strategy, who came from nothing, modest means, taught me how to save for stuff. That's how I accumulated everything I have. I did it with this bike way back when. And then when I got the bike and I finally got the big thing, I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
And threw it away. And I feel like we've done that. Ryan's showing us the timer at 50 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff in the beginning that like, you know,
Necessary.
necessary, super necessary. That had to be in there.
Am I more interested in tailor making it, you know, as a piece of content or like just making it organic? Right? Because
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean anything to me. Ryan just has more work to do. You know what I mean?
fuck Ryan.
Fuck Ryan. Fuck Ryan.
It's just life, man.
He just has more work to do.
We need this for us. Ryan hasn't been in the trenches, man.
Yeah. Ryan never tried to shoot coke and couldn't find a vein for 3 hours.
Yeah,
Dude.
right?
Ryan's never done that.
Riley, we're about to sign off. Can you come here? I just want that shirt on camera. God, those things are nice. Tell Uncle EJ you love him.
Love you too, kid.
EJ, this was special, man. I mean it, bro. Happy birthday. I'm glad we can create this moment. I love you.
Love you too.
Life on E.
Life on EJ.